guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to focus on Playbooks, which is a extension of a flow designer. Moreover, or most of us thinks whenever it comes to the playbook, what is the actual difference between flow designer and playbook? So flow designer are a bunch of activities wherein you define those actions to be done. On the other hand, playbook is the process wherein you define the process, and under those process you define the stages, and under those stages you define the activity, so that clearly shows the concise picture of the process, how the things should be taken care of. So without wasting time, let's get started to the playbook. So I'll simply type flow designer here, and I'll open the flow designer. So it will take me to the process automation tab, which is the combination of playbooks, workflow, subflow, trigger actions, and etc. So I need to create a workflow. So I'll take a playbook. So in our today's scenario, we are going to create a playbook for incident management process, wherein whenever any incident gets created, we retrieve the information like category, and based on that category we are going to assign that incident to the specific group. Like if the category is hardware, we are going to assign our incident to the hardware team. If category is software, we are going to assign our incident to the software team, and moreover we are going to make some updates on the incident records as well with the help of playbooks. So I'll click on new. So here you see several options like playbook, flow, subflow, trigger, actions, decision tables, etc. So we need to create a playbook. So we'll click on playbook, and here a new tab will appear where I need to define some information about this playbook, wherein playbook name and the description of it. So in the playbook name, I'll define incident management process, and I simply describe it in a one line. This is going to help for incident management team. So that really does not matter. Whatever the description you want to give it, you can easily go ahead and give it to there. Incident management, and I'll click on build playbook. Now you can see that I have one connected wire from start to end, and herein we have a plus icon. So if I'll click on plus icon, you'll see a square box, which means we need to add the stages here from the start and end. So before adding the stages, we need to uh, define some properties for this playbook. So I click on start, and on the right hand you see one window will appear. Under that schedule tab, we need to define the trigger conditions for this playbook as same we do in our flow designer. So in our scenario, what we are going to do, whenever any incident get created, we're going to trigger this workflow. So I'll take trigger as record create. Now we need to define the table. So I'll select the incident table wherein we want to trigger this playbook. So I'll type incident. It will come up from the search list, and here it is. Okay, now if I also want to provide some additional condition, I can easily go ahead and do it. So as of now, I'll take it to active is true, because for whatever the incident we are going to make an update, it should be active. And I'll click on save and close. Now we have provided the property to our playbook. Now I click on this plus icon, and I click on this square box. Now you see one window will appear, or diagonal one square box will come, and herein I can define the name of the stage, whatever the name I want to give. So let me tell you, in our scenario, whenever any incident get created, firstly we would like to identify the category of that incident, and based on the category we will take an action. So I'll provide the name, which is categorization and assignments. As of now, I am not going to provide a description, so I'll simply click on save and close. Now we have created our first stage of this playbook. Now under this stage, we need to create activities. That is the action which we need to perform. So I'll click on plus icon. So here you see two icons are there. One is a kind of diagonal icon and one is a square. Square icon specifies an activity, whereas a diagonal icon specify the decision or a branch. So I click on this diagonal icon, which means a decision. So here on which conditions, or based on which conditions I need to drive my playbook. So here I can simply click on under the branches section. Here I need to define my branches. So as many as branches I want, I can easily define it here. So first I'll take it for hardware. So if the category is hardware, so it should assign to the hardware group. So I'll provide the conditions in the fields. I'll take this parent record incident. I'll expand this, and here I need to take a category as hardware. So I'll take category hardware and I'll save it. And also, if I need to add some more branches, I can simply go ahead and click on add new branches here from here itself. So we are going to operate with four categories, which is a hardware, software, network, and database for now. So I'll click on one more add branch. I'll provide here software and I'll add condition the same way. I'll select expand it and I'll select the category as software and I'll click on save. Now again, I'll add new branch, provide a network and add a condition, which is category is network, and I'll save it. And I will add one more branch here, which is for database. I'll provide the name as database and I'll click on add conditions. Again, I'll go ahead and expand it and select the category. Category is database and I will save it. So as of now, I have created these branches for a decision. So if the category of the incident is hardware, it will go to the hardware group. If the category is software, it will go to the software group. So as of now, we have only created a branches. Now we need to create an action, because on what branch we need to take what actions. So if the categories out of those four, any of it like hardware, software, network, or database, it is going to assign to the specified group. Or if in a case of category which is a different from these specified categories, it should go ahead and assign it to the app engine team in our scenario. So I'll click on save and close. So now you can see that it has a long wire separated in different branches. So after every branch you see a plus icon, wherein I can easily define my actions or the activity which needs to be done. So I'll click on plus icon and here you can see that now again a decision icon is coming up and a square icon is coming up. So I'll click on add an activity, which is a square icon, and I will select update record. So I'll take automated update record. You can also read the description here. So I'll click on it and here I need to update the record. So these are some properties which you can see. So under the automation tab, we need to define our logic. So first of all, I need to select the record. So I'll take this parent record, and I don't know guys, but why? But I believe this is something a glitch. But I'll simply go ahead and save and close. And when I come back here, it should give me the option to select the fields as well. Now you can see that. So I'll take as assignment group, which is hardware. So specifically for hardware, I'm going to assign this incident to the hardware and click save and close. Now we have created our first branch with successful activities, wherein whenever the category of incident is hardware, it will go to the hardware table, sorry, hardware group. Now the same way we'll go ahead and create it for the software, network and database for as well. Okay, now I am going to click on the plus icon right after the software, and doing in the same way, I'll click on plus icon, I'll click on this square box and select the update record activity. So automated update record, I'll select this. Okay, and I need to open this up. Under the automation tab, I need to define my parent record, which is our incident record. So here I'll click on this icon and I'll select incident. Again, now it is taking some time, so I'll quickly go ahead, save and close, and I'll open it up again. Now come back to the automation tab. You would see a field option. Here I'll select the assignment group. So in case of software, we're going to assign this incident to the software group. It's a software. I'll select software and save and close. Now in the same way, we're going to do these for network, database and else condition as well. So now I'll click on plus icon again. I'll select this and I'll select the update record. So automated update record, I'll select here. Again, I'll click on this. I'll simply define my parent record under the automation tab and I'll save and close. Now here I come back again, and under the automation, I will define my logic. So in case of network, it should go to network group. So assignment group, I'll take it as network. So I'll select it and save and close. Now we have two branches remaining. One is for the database and one is for the else condition. So I'll click on plus icon just right after the database. And in our case, we are going to assign this to the database team. So automated update record, I'll define the parent record under this automation. I'll select the parent record, I'll save and close. And now I come back to this database record. So I'll under the automation logic, I need to define my logic again. So in the fields, I'll select the assignment group. So assignment group should be database. In case of database, I'll click on save and close. Now we have specified our branches for hardware, software, network, and database. Now, if the category is none of them, so I'll simply go ahead and assign our incident to the app engine team. So I'll select here update record. It is taking a bit to load. I'll click on automate update record. Now again, I'll click here. Now under the automation tab, so it is still loading, just a moment. Okay, now under the automation tab, I'll define the parent record again and I will save and close. Now again, I'll come back here in this activity and I will define my assignment group here. So in the field section, I need to select the assignment group. Assignment group is, assignment group should be App Engine Studio if the categories apart from these four mentioned. So I'll take assignment group, which is App Engine. Okay, so I'll save and close. So as of now, we have created our first stage successfully with the branch, with the decisions, whatever we have taken based on the hardware, software, network, and database. Now we are going to create one more stage wherein we update the work note of the incident. So after this stage, you see the plus icon. I'll click here and I'll get the square box wherein I'll define my another stage. So I'll simply provide the name of my stage. So in our scenario, let's say update work notes. I'll click here. It is taking some time to load. Okay. Okay, now I need to define this stage. So I'll edit this stage properties and I'll provide the name as way update work notes. Just a moment. Update work notes, and I will save this stage. Now this is the stage 2, or this are another stage of the playbook. So I'll again click on plus icon. Now here I need to update the work note of our created incident. So I'll click on this square box. Again, I'll select the update record. And here I need to update the work notes. So I'll click on this under the automation. I will define my parent record which needs to be updated. So this is the parent record. I'll select it. I'll save and close, and I come back to this activity under the automation tab. Now I define the fields which is work notes. So I'll select work notes. Now under the work notes, what we are going to define is some text that will inform user. So I'll simply type thanks for creating this incident. This has been assigned to specific group based on the categorization on specific assigned specific, this has been assigned to specific group. Okay, and I will save it. Now during the second stage it will go ahead and update the work notes of that incident. Now I will define one or last stage of our incident process cycle, which is, I'll again click on this plus icon, and I'll define the last stage, which is a wait for resolution stage. I'll provide the name is wait for resolution, and I'll save and close. Now if you see the stage 1 wherein we have taken the decision, based on the decision it is going to the stage 2 to updating the work note of the incident, and after completion of this stage it is going to stage 3. Now here we will define an activity which needs to be done. So again I'll have to update the record. Not updating the record, first I need to wait until that incident record gets resolved. So I'll simply go ahead and type wait. So you'll see wait for condition. I'll click here under the automation. I need to define my logic. Again, I will define the parent. Again, I'll save and close. I'll select under the automation tab. Now here I need to define this record. So it is a parent incident record. Now I'll click on add conditions. Now uh, till when we need to wait until the state changes to resolve. So I'll simply provide state changes to resolve. So which is a state, let it is loading. Let's close this up and try to uh, modify the condition again. So I'll click on add conditions. Okay, now it has been loaded. So I will select here. Okay, I'll provide state. Okay, it is loading. Why it is taking some time? Let's close this. Click on save and close and come back here and see if it comes up or not. Okay, so table is incident. We have defined a record as well. We'll click on add conditions. Now I'll type, okay, so it is coming up. I'll type state. State is, so here I'll take state is resolved. So if the state is resolved, go ahead and update the work notes again. Now this is a first activity of the stage, wait for resolution. Now after this activity, I'll click on this plus icon again. Now I need to update the record with the work notes, so I'll simply click on update record, automate update record, and here I will provide some work notes to be updated. So in the work notes, what I'll define, first I need to provide the parent record, which is our incident. Now here what I'll save and close. I'll come back here. Now here I will define work note should be work note should be your incident has been closed. If you have any issues, please raise another incident, and I will save it. Okay, now we have created our entire playbook. So let me summarize what we have done for now. So we have created one playbook. So in our under that playbook, we have created 3 stages. So during our first stages, which is an identification stage, wherein our incident category is being identified, whether it is a hardware, whether it is a software, whether it is a network or database. So based on these branches, we are going to take a decision and we are going to assign or update the record or assign that record to the specific group. If the category is hardware, we are going to assign a record to the hardware group. If the category is software, we are going to assign our incident to the software group, and like that moreover. Now in the second stage, we are updating the work notes, and in the third stage we are waiting for resolution. Once the state is changing to resolved, we are again updating the work notes. So now here we have two options, which is test and activate. So for now what I'll do, I'll simply click on activate. Now it will activate so it has activated my playbook. So I'll come here to the home page. Now I'll try to create one incident. So I'll click on incident.do. So it will take me to the incident form wherein I'll fill the information. So as of now, let's say I'll take as a caller able tutor. So able tutor, I'll click on OK. Okay. Now in the category, let's take it as network or let's take it as software. So demo, this is a demo for Playbook. So I'll click on save now. Now, as of now, you see assignment group is empty. So based on the playbook, it should go ahead and assign to the software group. So I'll save it. And if you see, it is loading. So you can see that now the assignment group is software, and also our work notes got updated. Thanks for creating this incident. This has been assigned to specific group based on the categorization. So this is how playbook works. So as you saw that it defines the concise process wherein a user or the agent has the visibility over the process and the stages of that playbook. So guys, if you have any doubt, please do let me know in the comment sections. Thanks for watching.